turnover. And perhaps most remarkable, this is the largest halftime deficit for a LeBron James team in his playoff career. So we have a quick foul at halftime to come out here in the second half.
Well, Kevin, it's tough to recover from that first half. I mean, just pure domination in the first round this past week. They just look tired, and the Lakers look that way now. And you think about the last year in the postseason in the bubble and the short layoff and the long, arduous season this year. And you just wonder if fatigue has caught up with them. But this is not a Laker team that we've seen all season. Just not interested, unenthused, no energy, and just being outworked and outplayed on all facets by the Phoenix Suns.
That pass right there by Xavier Caldwell-Pope, and a spinner put up and down in 24 to begin the second half with Caldwell-Pope, Schroeder, and James.
And we talked before the game about LeBron James and Schroeder having to play big, but two of your best players, the two guys that are capable of going and getting shots, just not producing. And we talked earlier about LeBron and just his troubles and potential injury issue, but you also think 18 years, long seasons in the finals, if that is catching up. Say that, I think about that beautiful alley-oop off the glass to Caruso. So it's you know, it's just puzzling right here. I did not see this coming whatsoever.
Step back three, Crowder.
To the heartbreak of Game 2 and Game 3 for the Suns, and making the necessary adjustments as LeBron knocks down a three-pointer. Like they almost figured it out. Like they figured out, okay, this is how we can beat this team. And almost like they gained a great deal of confidence in that Game 4, and it's carried over here in this Game 5.
LeBron from 3 in this series, 4 of 16 with the Phoenix. Anthony Davis. Schroeder for 3. He's 0 of 6.
No ball movement, no player movement right now for the Lakers on their offensive end, playing right into the hands. And as you see on the other end, open shots all day, all night for these Suns.
Bridges has got 10. Schroeder inside a congested lane. Getting rugged inside, and Schroeder dives in. Bridges the rebound. 55% Phoenix shooting, and a foul on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, obviously defensively is where he's made his impact in this series and giving troubles to Devin Booker, but Booker
been down this road before. He had been without Anthony Davis for 30 games. Had LeBron for some of the time he was out. 3, Crowder, no. Schroeder's there to leap and gather in the ball. So they had actually strengthened, they thought, blocked inside by Bridges. On a slashing move by Schroeder. But they felt like, you know, we know exactly what we're up against. Tough shot.
Ties the game with the Nuggets. They go to overtime. In this game on NBA
36 to 42. The Phoenix Suns are steamrolling the Lakers with Chris Paul. With a switch, and Gasol will go on him. LeBron dips down low with Ayton. Paul tonight 3 of 8, and he'll fly inside and can't get it. Gasol is there. First time in 11 years the Suns have been. LeBron will force the issue, and it rolls out. And they make the deal for Paul. They pay Booker, who takes this shot right here and drains it. They've done everything right, but this town, basketball city as it is, has not had a lot of winners over the last 10 years. LeBron from 3.
A great disorganization, but you said it best. 11 years since they made the playoffs, and James Jones has done a fantastic job as last year, and of course on display with their record in the bubble, winning 8 in a row. So they felt good about themselves going into the offseason. You bring in Chris Paul, and of course you hate to see that right there. Chris Paul, who's worked so hard.
Come in to man the backcourt as well. Bridges right there working on.
About to close out against these Lakers.
Paul had to beg to play in Game 4, which he did, and he was terrific. Caruso with a 3 here for the Lakers. And Booker's got the ball on the rebound with 28 points and 6 rebounds, and Crowder uncorks a 3. It's Schroeder. Well, Paul, a 3 by LeBron. He gets it to drop. He's got 3 in this game. Chris Paul's importance to this Phoenix team, I mean, you just have to look at the changes that were made or additions that were made from last year's team to this year, and Paul is the greatest difference. And they went from wins just under 40, Booker with a shot from outside, Drummond with the rebound, to 51 wins, the second best record in the NBA, and only 1 game back of conference leading and NBA leading. Have a lot to pin this season's success on with the performance, the leadership of Chris Paul.
And you see his impact everywhere he's been. I mean, I think when he went to the Clippers, they became relevant, a postseason team, a playoff team. He went to OKC last year when it was a total rebuild, and they weren't really even trying, and no one expected them to have any successor for this team at this stage.
Kuzma in for Caruso. Point game, it's been as high as 36. With this series tied at 2, moves back to Los Angeles for game 6. Booker will drive into a thicket of defenders and a foul.